Welcome back to the Pergamon campaign. Now, today, what we are going to try and do is take out this faction here, the Cimmerians. We've got some armies nearly in position. We've got a little bit of force floating around, but we should... Man, I always yawn when I do this. We should be able to get that done today, no problem. Before we get going too much further, I want to catch myself up on just where our forces are. Because the next thing I'm preparing for is a war with the nomads. Alright, well, either way, we can move this army in the right direction. We're recruiting these guys just as kind of a relief force.
Make haste, men, Commander. At your command.
Because we're going to need these guys when we go up against the Scythians. Fastest way to get there is going through the mountains, but since next turn is fall and we don't want to take winter attrition, we're actually going to go all the way down around this direction. Go ahead and have both of these armies patrol. My income is not great right now, but we have got a lot of armies. Okay, I'm not going to spend any money on upgrading that just yet. That's probably a bad call. I should just upgrade it now. We've got enough money to do so, and enough to sustain ourselves for a little while, so may as well. That's probably all I need to do this turn. Let me just check the diplomatic situation here. Egypt's in love with me. It's kind of hard to tell who's winning between Rome and Carthage. Kind of hard to tell over there. Rome is pretty good friends with some of these factions, though.
I am eager to hear your embassy.
Okay, let's see if we can get something going with some of these smaller factions. Oh, I guess not. They're a satrapy of Bactria, so not yet with them. Parthia, I would love to not have to deal with Parthia. Parthia is actually really weak right now. That's weird.
And be sure that I find profit in them.
Well, nobody else wants non-aggression. The Seleucids would probably be okay with it, but I don't want to make friends with them. It would not be a bad idea to make friends with the Nabateans, because they usually end up being a somewhat powerful faction down here. Let's see if they want trade. I doubt it, but yeah, it's worth a shot. Alright, well that's good for diplomacy. Loyalty looks fine. I don't believe anyone needs to get married this turn. As far as public order, could still use some help in Galatia. Bosporus obviously isn't too happy, but that's their problem. Okay, this agent is still pretty young. Oh, let's get Goldsmith. That'll help with the public order. So we don't have to worry about her dying and losing her public order benefits anytime soon. Alright, that's good enough for this turn. Now I know I keep saying this, but really what I ought to do is stop spending all of my money every turn. and start saving up for several turns, because I think it'll be good to have plenty of disposable income for hiring mercenaries when we deal with the nomads. Getting attacked up here. Let's see, is this how I want this fight to go down? Several archers. It looks like it's mostly just melee infantry. Let's see, how much cavalry do they have? 3 units of cav, so I outmatch them with cavalry. I have artillery, so that'll force them to come to me. I'm not confident I can take on these hoplites. Like, because basically what I would have to do, I think, in this situation is have a couple of guys fighting the hoplites just to hold them in place, and have the rest of my force try and clean up the flanks and get around behind the hoplites, but I'm not sure that my guys would survive long enough against the hoplites, because I don't have much of a cavalry advantage. Let's go ahead and back out of this one for now.
Journey completed.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no chance they're going to chase us. We don't have to take that fight right now, so let's not take it yet.
Our warriors thirst for your blood.
I actually
and
might
hunger
not
for your
mind
women.
non-aggression
Perhaps they
with you
can be
guys, but I don't want to
distracted
pay
by
you
your
for it.
Ready for orders.
Oh no, we've had a rebellion.
Ready for battle.
Whatever will we do?
And honor!
That gives us a couple of extra coins.
Ready for orders. Commander.
Alright, now since they have some movement available with their naval forces, I don't want to pull these armies out of these settlements just yet. So I need to get more forces up there, which means these guys. I originally was going to have them kind of chill here, but I think I need to bring them up to the front.
On the move. At your command. Advance. Destination reached. Ready
Up
for
here, let's go ahead and move down away from the border a little bit,
battle. On the move.
so that hopefully we are going to be raiding the Scythians. I was hoping not to, just because I don't want them to declare war on me yet.
Burn everything.
But let's go ahead and raid here. Just help our income situation a tiny bit. Didn't finish any construction this turn, so we don't need to worry about any building upgrades just yet. Let's see. Improve the tax rate, improve the cultural conversion. What is the culture? So we're mostly Hellenic by now anyway. Let's go ahead and improve the tax rate with her. Up here we're just taking our time. There's no need to rush and lose territory and damage our growth potential. That's probably all we can do this turn.
The love of gold can stir evil
These
in
guys
men.
still want
Give us
non-aggression, but not that bad. It's good to know that we're friendly with them, though. Because that way we could probably take on the Scythians and not have to worry too much about pursuing even further this direction. Alright. Saved up money for a couple of turns in a row. I can probably keep building soon. Okay, I've got to wait one more turn before I can start rotating my troops, though. You guys go ahead and just keep moving. Let's see, where's the border? All the way up here, holy cow.
Advance. Is that all? You will march till your feet bleed.
Now we could keep upgrading this, but our public order is looking pretty solid right now. So let's maybe hold off on that for a little bit. The other construction we finished was these two buildings. We could do with the extra food, but we'll be getting 5 more food. Not 5 more food, we'll be getting 2 more food next turn. Let's go ahead and hold off on this as well. Public order should actually go more positive once we pull these armies out of the settlements. I just don't want to do that until we've dealt with Samaria. Okay, elsewhere, is there anything that should be improved just yet? Banditry is quite high in Asia. That's not good. Okay, we are working on getting some improved hoplite barracks so we can get our higher tier infantry. The sooner we can get proper armies started, or not proper armies, but the sooner we can get like our mid-game armies going, the better. Just because then we can start to get them some experience. Okay, let's see. Food looks good here. Public order doesn't look great here, but it will be going up by an extra 1. And this does not reduce public order, so let's go ahead and do that because we've got the food surplus here anyway. And generally speaking, I like to build up these gold settlements as quickly as possible because they help improve your tax rate in all provinces. That should be it for this turn, but let's check loyalty real quick. Okay, everything still looks good here. Still no characters have come of age. This guy's still super young, too. Okay, are there any of these characters that I want to do anything with? Not really. I could do with some extra influence. I would like to be up these 2 tiers into where my influence is beloved because you get better bonuses there. The trick is gaining influence without losing loyalty. I would use that, but I don't want to reduce growth. I don't think there's any circumstances where I like reducing growth. We've got the money, so let's go ahead and send her off to organize some games. Just get some public order towards the positive as quickly as possible. Let's go here since it's a full province. So it should be able to stabilize more rapidly, and then let's end the turn. At least that's the thought process behind it.
I beg you.
Take up the
I
sword
really
of
don't
Ares
need
and
to join
attack
that
these
war.
people. They menace us
But do you know
all.
what? If they would take a military alliance out of me joining that war, nah. I was gonna say, that could be a good way to gain some reputation with the Athenians. But oh well. Okay. Rome is... Is that Rome or is that Egypt getting into Carthaginian territory? Let's have a look. It is Rome. I mean, that's not the city that... Wait a minute, what? I could have sworn that that was over here somewhere, but I'm clearly not remembering correctly. But Rome has made it into Africa. They've secured Sicily. So it looks like Rome is starting to handle Carthage. It's going to be quite the showdown between me and Rome in the late game. At least I'm expecting it will be. I'm not exactly sure how the late game is going to pan out in this campaign. Alright, now we can finally start rotating some troops around. These guys will just sit tight. Unfortunately, we still have to wait another turn because I don't want to expose this city. Go ahead and just keep raiding up here. We'll move forward a little bit to try and get out of raiding Scythia. Let's see, my spy. Go have a look around here and see what's going on. Go ahead and deploy you just because why not? Okay, public order is stabilized, so I don't know that that's my best option right now. How's banditry looking here? Banditry is pretty bad here. So yeah, let's go ahead and start getting this as well. I mean, the replenishment isn't going to help us very much, but whatever. Down here, public order is good. We can go ahead and go with some research rate, I guess. Why not? Alright, and again, just getting through a bunch more end turns, or turn ends. Gearing up for the final push against Samaria. But at least their garrison is healthy enough that that should be a decent siege battle. I'll have to actually figure out how to use pikes effectively in a siege, though, because I have yet to do that successfully. Go ahead and join the attack, let Egypt do all the work to get rid of the rebels, and then we'll just take a little bit of money off of the captives. A little bit of money, that was actually quite a lot. 600.
I offer.
Don't really need anything more with those guys right now. Let's go for cavalry training. I'm not really planning on recruiting anything right now. But I always like to have higher veterancy on my troops.
At your command. Ready for orders.
It actually might be good to use Grumpy's Guard for the siege instead of
Commander.
Funky's Fieldmen.
Commander.
I think I'll go ahead and stick
At your
with
command.
Funky's Fieldmen, though. I'd like to get up to here, and since next turn is winter, I don't want to take any winter attrition, so I want to make sure I'm on a road and fortified. And even that might not be enough, but we'll see.
Get to work. Hold this a garrison.
Okay, we're finally starting to build our treasury back up again.
Commander.
Nothing terribly interesting going on out here at the moment. I would like to find some of those Scythian armies before I declare war on them. I suspect they're probably around here, but I'm not really sure. Who are they at war with, I wonder? Just these guys. And the bastards. I ended my client state agreement with them. Is that right? Did I end that, or did they? Were they ever my client? I can't even remember anymore. I thought they were my client state, but obviously they are not my client state now. We're also just wrapping up some research this turn. Let's go ahead, and since we're building up our treasury really nicely right now, let's go ahead and keep using our politicians to boost public order. Send you off to Galatia, because that is another province that is kind of struggling and not quite balanced yet. And then let's end the turn. I am a big fan of just taking your time in this game. If you take your time and get it right, it's a lot easier than going back and forth, having to recapture settlements and losing all the money you spent trying to upgrade them and all of that. I'm also a fan of it because I don't like to lose battles, so when I send my armies out on offense, I don't want to lose. I like to send overwhelming force, so I can always have things in my favor. Okay, we're immediately starting into getting a siege engineer's workshop. You know what, that actually does sound right, because I wanted to get my high level siege equipment quickly, so that I can get them up to high veterancy before I really need them in late game sieges. The Romans attack Sardinia. Is there any chance you think they did that in the game? Maybe, but I kind of doubt it. How are things going down here? No changes from last turn that I see. Athens, I still don't quite understand why these guys have just been hanging out for like the entire campaign, just chilling in my land. We'll be getting some more public order here. I could probably start upgrading some of the rest of these buildings as well. You know what, let's actually go for it, because public order is looking quite positive here. That's just burned through most of our treasury, but that should be a nice solid province for us to work from when we go up against the Scythians. Okay, and we have completed our barracks, so we can start. I don't know if we can start recruiting these yet, because I'm not sure we're at the right reform level. Do you know what? Do I have any forces actually? Okay, so these guys, let's just take them out of patrol real quick and check and see what we could recruit. Okay. So I could recruit Pergamon Royal Companions. I believe these are, yeah, they're just spearmen, they're not hoplites. I've already got access to Pergamon pikemen. Can I get my Royal Peltasts yet? Not just yet, it looks like. And I can't get the thorax swords either. Alright. So we at least have access to the super high quality spearmen now. Let's go ahead and keep rotating around. Do you know what? It says we won't take attrition if we go here, but I bet we will.
At once.
Yep. Not much, but, you know, losing 12 guys per unit is still frustrating.
Ready for orders.
If I'd been super careful about it, I probably could have made that not happen, but whatever.
At your command.
Okay, again, just another end turn to skip through. Another, what, 3 turns, and I'll be in position to attack, finally? I could have laid siege, but I figured there's no point because they would just sally out and push me back anyway. And even if they didn't, I would have just been taking attrition this whole time, so... Of course, I guess they would have as well.
Peace is not an easy...
It's fascinating that they demand that I pay them for peace, even though I am clearly overwhelming them.
We humbly ask for a single.
Okay, just go up here and look for any Scythian armies. I'm not expecting you to find any, but we're just gonna keep you wandering around. Don't tell me we have no movement range. Okay, we do. Good. Okay, just another couple of turns now. May as well deal with this rebellion right off the bat. Doesn't really matter what we choose there.
You have further orders? Ready for further orders.
I'm shocked that didn't wipe them out. They retreated, and then I attacked them, so that should have killed them, and then they retreated again. That doesn't normally happen. Well, in any case,
Waiting for orders.
they've been dealt with.
Ready for... Set up the watch.
This force, let's see. I don't really have a plan for this army right now. So let's just get them some basic stuff, I guess. Campaign movement range and... I don't know, I suppose inexorable conquerors. General... Let's maybe get you some boosts for cavalry. See how we like that. Now, waiting around this long has allowed Samaria to keep recruiting troops, but it'll just make... Actually, they're going all the way up to a 17 stack next turn. Well, so we've let our enemy get stronger, but we've also improved our own power in the region significantly by bringing another army. So, I think that's a worthy trade. I may as well just get this now. And let's see. I was gonna say I thought there was someone else that leveled up. Recruitment cost is decent, but let's just go for construction. And end the turn.
Pharaoh, wise strategist.
I really don't need to be involved in any more wars right now. I like having just one war at a time.
The gods show their displeasure at our association. They...
We humbly.
I wonder if the AI, like whether they request money versus offer money, I wonder whether it's based on power rating rather than your financial situation. Because I've always just kind of assumed they request money based on whether or not you're loaded. But I wonder if it has to do with your relative power rating. If you outpower them substantially, then maybe they ask for money because they assume you have it to give. Alright, so they are going to make things interesting over here. They have sent their armies back this direction. Now, neither of them can quite reach our city up here. We've also got a strong enough garrison by now that we can hold off against their fleet. So I'm going to pull Grumpy's Guard over this direction in anticipation of them trying to land and attack. And then next turn we will begin the siege. Actually, you know what? We can begin the siege now. And just start building some siege equipment. I don't like using towers. Oh, a tortoise could be nice. Let's get a couple of those. I probably won't actually siege long enough to get both of those, but you never know. Out here, I don't really think anything has changed. Nobody has leveled up. Our spy, she'll be wandering off doing her own thing soon enough. Just want to check this border area and see if the Scythians have armies up there. Because I would expect them to have 2, maybe even 3 full stacks, and I'm not sure where any of them are. So I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, they could potentially launch an attack on Phanagoria. But I think we'll be alright to defend that, because we've got a pretty healthy garrison and a lot of cavalry. So we should be fine. Alright, so we don't really have super awesome mercenary options up there. I was checking that just because I noticed one of the Georgian swords actually was looking pretty unhealthy. Like they'd lost maybe a quarter of the unit or something. Hey, they didn't request peace this time. They also didn't move any of their forces, which is a little odd to me. On the other side of the world, don't really care about that. Okay, let's see how the balance of power looks now.
Advance to victory!
Much better.
None will
Real quick, I want to see... Okay, so they actually have kind of a decent sized navy if they were to join both of those forces together. These guys could technically attack, so if they were to get all of their navies and both of these armies, they could actually probably take this city from me.
ready for battle.
Okay, it would take this army's entire movement range during fall to get back to Tanais, so let's actually pull back a little bit, because winter we won't be able to move quite that far. And this way we can still get to either city pretty quickly.
To battle!
Alright, well, let's go for it. 5 units of archers plus way too damn many extra archers, and we really don't have many missile units to fight it, so we're just gonna have to go in hard and fast, I think.
We take
Oops,
this
that's the wrong
settlement.
button. That's not much my style, but
Siege to the
we're gonna
settlement.
have to give it a go. I am not a fan of this settlement layout either. Let's see, so one option is, since so much of their missile force is in their navy, I'm thinking they're probably going to land along this beach. So I could maybe send my cavalry out to try and catch it all and wipe out their missiles, and that will buy me time to play it a little bit slower with the infantry. The problem is all of my supporting infantry is on the wrong side of the map. So what we're going to do is put all of our siege equipment over here.
We understand.
Pikes won't really be able to make use of ladders though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave the ladders over here. Now let's see. Let's make sure you guys are on guard mode. The other thing that's weird about this one is the artillery does not shoot very effectively when they're not, like when they're deployed on weird surfaces like this. So I'm debating just setting up down here and making an attack from the beach. That actually may be what I do. It'll take a bit longer, but since I'm hoping to catch out their missile troops anyway, hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. Go ahead and just bring all of these guys down here. Yeah, I don't know why that unit got so heavily damaged. Maybe they just never had time to recover before they went up on the offensive again. You guys, guard mode. I'm kind of tempted to even leave these guys on the opposite side of the map, but I'd rather split my forces evenly. Okay.
The gamer cavalry.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
And whose bravery matches ours.
So we should be able to catch these first 3 boats. Hopefully we can get them off the field entirely before the rest of these get up to the shore. I do want to pull away from the shore a little bit
Double time.
with the rest of my forces. just to make sure that they actually do come in and land. The other nice thing about going out here is we're not getting shot by artillery. Unfortunately, on the other side of the map, we will be shot by artillery. And I don't have archers over here to burn it down. So let's just run over here. Okay, pull back, make sure they actually come into land. Try and stay out of range of these guys. Make sure everyone over here is just running this direction to hopefully get out of range of the artillery. I know bunching up like this isn't maybe the best idea, but we're gonna go with it for now. We need to pull back a little bit further from the shore here, I think. I might even need to send some infantry up just to help deal with all of these numbers. Okay, all of you guys need to be running. We'll get organized here just a little bit while their initial naval force has backed off. It's unfortunate that they're hitting my general so hard. Try and stay out of range of the towers as well. Since it's a ballista, there's no point sending the slingers to try and kill them. Unfortunately, they will still be able to shoot at me, so I just need to get some infantry up on the walls. Okay, you guys need to hurry. Let's see, where's the other one? Do I not have another one of these guys? Alright, that's okay. Send all of these guys over here, just keep the pikemen out of the way for now. Try and spread them a little bit thin so the artillery doesn't hurt as much. And then get up here and take out that artillery, get up here and neutralize the gate. Over here, cavalry, it's time to go. They've got one melee ship sitting just offshore, so we're also going to send a couple of our troops forward. Okay, this is looking good so far. Just need enough of their unit to get on land that we can actually give the attack orders here. That could be a juicy one in there. Come on. Come on. There we go. Give an attack order out there. Okay, you guys need to come over this direction. Alright, so this is buying us a huge, huge advantage. Unfortunately, they are still going to be able to shoot into our pikes. We're just going to have to take the casualties, I think. Let's keep our guys moving and see if that helps at all. I don't think it will, but we'll give it a shot. Definitely keep the cavalry moving. Okay, out here. Make sure we have active attack orders. Let's bring an extra unit over here. Oh, no, let's go over here. You guys come off of fire at will and just get ready to deal with that admiral. The sooner we can break these guys, the better. Because then we can get some reinforcements over here. Get a little bit of a rear charge in. We may as well send in the infantry just to help speed things up. Yeah, we're taking a little bit of damage, but that's alright. They're still targeting our general with the artillery over here. So that's not great. Okay, you guys actually come back here and get on the tortoise. What I think I'm going to do is try and bring all of the pikes in here and establish around the town center, and then make a play for bringing these guys in. Let's go ahead and get the artillery moving in the right direction, though, because they're going to take a while. Okay, we'll let the infantry stop fighting. Let the cavalry keep fighting. Because if we deal with these navies entirely, then we won't have as much to chase down or deal with once we take the city. Alright, let's also start the rest of the troops over here. I really don't need to do that. Okay, you guys go ahead and come over here. You guys go ahead and go ahead of them. None of you need to run though, because the artillery is going to take so long that running is kind of pointless in this situation. Okay, finally starting to silence that artillery. You guys go ahead and get up here and start busting down that wall, I guess. Okay, cavalry from the main army. Go here. General.
Forward! Missiles awaiting targets. Double time.
Okay, we're going to give the move orders and then just fast forward for a bit so that we don't have to sit here and wait quite as long. I would like to get inside the city.
Pike infantry, ready. On double time. Warriors!
That's not even going to be useful, I don't think. Bringing the tortoise out. Well, I'll break down a hole just in case. Okay, you guys get over here and neutralize that tower. You guys just hang out here and neutralize the gate. If we can capture the gate, we can move in. Let's go ahead and get into a column and get ready to go through the gate here. Out here, as long as we're not getting shot, that's good enough. These guys still haven't landed, which has me a little bit worried. None of our guys are under fire. Oh, these guys are under fire, but that's just from the arrow towers, so that's fine.
We have captured the gates.
If we can win this battle without even having to engage the enemy force, I'm definitely going to take that option. It doesn't give us as much experience, but it keeps our troops a lot healthier, and that'll help us with, because we need to go and siege the Scythian city next. Okay, how are things looking over here?
We have captured a tower.
Good, more tower capturing. You guys just go ahead and come off the wall. You guys go ahead and just move over here for now.
The walls are breached.
You guys get in here and capture that tower. I could have probably just moved this unit across the top of the wall to do it, but whatever. Okay, let's move you guys into a single line standard. Let's actually just ungroup you now. Okay, one unit of pikes here. Another unit of pikes to back them up. One unit of pikes here. Another unit of pikes to back them up. I know we're getting shot out on the other side, but not too worried about it right now. Oh, we're in melee. That's not good, actually. Okay, artillery, just get back on your equipment. You guys do not throw your javelins. Just mob these guys, whatever. Oh, come on. they may have broken my artillery. That's unfortunate.
Ballista! We await your command. Ballista! As you command.
Let's get the general over here as well, because then we can give them some war cries and hopefully break them quickly.
The enemy general is dead.
Okay, that ought to help.
Ballista!
Ah, sugar.
Ballista! A quick march!
Do you know what? Actually, just come over here. If you're off your artillery already anyway, just disengage.
LA troops awaiting orders.
Okay, that unit should be dealt with. Now we can get back on the artillery.
Advance at speed!
What kind of losses did we take? 4 men and 6 men. Not too bad, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and get the infantry moving forward again. Uh-oh, our pikes are engaged here. Ooh, my cavalry. That's actually quite bad. Okay, try and get them into phalanx. It's not going to be pretty, but we've got to try now. Send these light troops out ahead and see if we can just catch out some of the enemy army. For now, the rest of our guys will just kind of hold position. Oh, that's why this unit looked so heavily damaged. Half of them aren't even with the unit yet. Okay, but we've got some pikes down now. We should be able to hold that cavalry back a little bit better. Once we get some slingers up on the walls as well, that'll help. Okay, artillery. I think my artillery's broken.
Artillery ready! Ballista! As you command!
Okay, are we still getting back on the equipment? Is that what's going on here?
Quick march! Ballista!
This has me a bit concerned. Our artillery isn't actually, like, critical at this point in time. That still doesn't mean I don't want to make use of it. Okay, these pikes have managed to deal with the cavalry. Let's take them out of phalanx, just so they can move a little bit quicker and group up with each
Our
other.
hidden units have been discovered.
Our hidden units or theirs? Our hidden units, okay, I don't care about that. This is what I care about. Don't get shot. I don't want my pikes getting shot at all. I really should just move some cavalry in.
By your command!
Can these guys move yet?
Commander!
What if we do this?
At the double! Archers!
Okay, we're gonna run into problems up here because their army is actually starting to pull back. Instead of sending, we might send the spears that way. We'll see. We do need the pikes to start moving though. These guys are actually ready to go, so let's rotate them up to the
By your
front.
command! Pikes ready!
Let's get these guys on the move as well. We'll go ahead and send these guys up here just because they're light and they can try and get around. I might change my mind to send the cavalry that way, but we'll see.
Pikes at the ready!
Okay, can you guys get back on the artillery now, or what?
By your command! Melee infantry at your command!
Whoa, what was that? Let's move up just a little bit here.
Ready and waiting!
You start shooting the gate. I don't know if shooting the gate is effective, but we're going to give it a try. Hopefully these guys unglitch now.
General!
I'm okay with grouping up over here. Yeah, they're sending their whole army this way. So we need to get in that gate fast.
Archers!
did that other artillery piece even go? Okay, they're not glitched out anymore, so let's just give them an attack order on that. Okay, get the cavalry moving through the streets.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing.
Didn't get a charge here, so we're probably going to lose this unit really, really quick. I doubt we'll be able to break those guys. Okay, you guys are set up. Go ahead and form phalanx. You guys are set up. Yeah, because our pikes can take on their hoplites as long as we're in a frontal engagement. Let's actually break phalanx and pull back a little bit here. I don't like having our flanks exposed.
By your command.
Your orders.
And I've just realized that my pike line outside is completely exposed on the flank. So let's see if we can close this off before they get their light spear, or before they get their light hoplites in position. They do still have some archers, so let's... I can't really send the cavalry around there effectively. Let's get some pikes into this front line, though. Pull those guys out in a minute, if they survive that long.
Yours to command.
Okay, in here, we're ready to go. Down here,
Pike infantry.
we're established and ready to go. Let's go ahead and move these two up next to each other, just so we have one good solid line. Maybe not. Okay, we've kept a lot of their archers over here, which is good. We are not having good effects on the gate, so shoot the tower and infantry get in there. I don't like taking down gates with infantry, but I think it's just how we're going to have to do this. Okay, over here, they've chosen not to engage us just yet. I barely got back to here in time. Did I get back to here in time? Come on, put them down. Just barely got back here in time. Okay, since these guys aren't being engaged, let's go ahead and run them through. Slingers, what kind of range do you have? Not enough, so let's bring you up here. Let's actually send one of the units of cavalry out and around this way, see if we can make something happen. Okay, these pikes are in position. You guys need to just get out of that. That's not a winning engagement for you.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Artillery's starting to run out of ammo, that's okay. Okay, pikes, go ahead and move forward. It's fine if those guys break en route. Not a big deal. Okay, you guys need to be in guard mode. I don't love what you're doing with your formation there, so try and clean it up a bit. Okay, the gate is still not taking damage very quickly. We did destroy a tower though, so at least we're taking a little bit less damage on the way in. Let's move the artillery up to here and see if we can be in position to take some shots. Just make sure everyone else is not getting shot at. Okay, you guys start moving towards the capture center. Cavalry start going after those skirmishers because they are shooting into our pikes pretty heavily in the side. You guys just pull out. I know that's going to cause you to rout, but just get out of there. I thought I already gave that order, but obviously I have not.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful.
Okay, go ahead and give an attack order there. Put you on guard mode. Hopefully they basically just stay still. These guys beat their opponent. Now they've got another one lining up. No problems there. Very heavy shot cav. Charge them. Just get in there. Send the pikes in to help out. You guys are taking your sweet time with that, that's for sure. Okay, it's on fire at least. Let's pull back a little bit. Archers, I'm not really sure I can make much use of you, so just sit tight for now. Okay, set up the pikes, and then let them get involved. These other pikes just kind of sit tight on the flank for now. How are we looking over here? Still not engaged here. They're leaving us alone here. These guys are steady. I'm going to bring my secondary general up here. No, just kidding. He's the one fighting their general. That's actually kind of bad. Okay. Our phalanxes are holding quite nicely. We need some support over there, though, but we just haven't really got it. Let's see if we can use some slingers. Okay, gates are destroyed. We need to move in. I'm just going to give an attack order. Actually, I'm not going to give an attack order there. I'm going to tell those guys to just charge in. You guys can have an attack order. I'm going to tell them to move to the ground, because if they lose sight of that unit, they'll just stop. Shit. That'll be this guy. Yep. Alright. Sad, but whatever. These guys are taking quite a bit of damage, but they can hold. These guys haven't even been engaged, because the enemy unit is just glitched out. That's fine with me. Do our slingers have enough of an angle that they can even fire from here? Okay, swords, all of you just have attack orders on these damned archers. You guys go help cap the town square. I mean, we're basically going to lose the general unit anyway, but I think if we try and pull them out, at least that way the pikes can do more damage faster. Okay, these guys are still holding. Man, they're taking a lot of damage though. Okay, you guys pull out of that. I don't like that engagement anymore. I think it's probably because our slingers aren't quite shooting as far as I want them to. Okay, yep, so you guys just pull back out of that. We'll establish a new front over here. Yeah, we might not survive that. Oh, okay, we should be okay. Okay, push into the cavalry. We're getting up on the walls and starting to attack their archers now. I don't know that our artillery will have the range to do anything. Okay, these guys are having a little bit of a pathfinding issue there. Over here, instead of firing at the ground, let's actually have a target now. Let's rotate. Well, let's rotate over there first. These guys are still looking healthy. Okay, we'll just let these units keep crashing into that general until it is dead. We'll capture the town square shortly. I should have brought the cavalry over here up sooner so we could run down any units that got on the ground, but whatever. Those guys don't have an order, so they can do it. I could swear I sent some units up the walls, didn't I? Alright, well, we're finally in on them. These peltasts will last for a little bit, but hopefully not too long.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
We've captured the victory point, and it'll be over shortly. Slingers. You may fire at your discretion. These guys are still super healthy, there's no need to pull them out of position. Let these guys just retreat, they don't need to be in the combat anymore. Just hold what I've got and win by time, I think. I can afford to. Okay, you guys, is there a way up the wall? Whatever, just go capture that, that's fine. The cavalry can chase down the archers.
Yours to command.
Infantry is taking its sweet time getting up the towers, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, slingers, how are you doing? Go ahead and stop, because you're just shooting into a building over here. Okay, we need to start moving some pikes forward now. I'd forgotten that we sent the swords all the way through. But this is good because it keeps... Let's just actually disengage here. We don't even need to be in that fight. Just pull back. We don't want to fight with partial units right now. You guys get up here, hold their retreat. You may fire at will. Okay, pikemen. I want one of you here, and the other one here to trap out these couple of hoplites that are just hanging out here. There's no need for me to go after them yet, especially because we're about to win by time anyway. Looks like we caught and got rid of those archers, so let's just pull back over here so we're not getting hit by towers. Oh, part of the problem is I destroyed this tower, so I couldn't go up it. That's okay though. Alright, just a little bit longer. You guys set up. You guys didn't quite finish your formation. Go ahead and let you guys attack, why not? They might mess up their formation though, so maybe this is a bad idea. Yeah, let's just reset. That's not a phalanx, guys. That's not how this works. The slingers, you don't need to be on fire. Okay, they weren't anyway, not anymore. Okay, that looks a little bit more like a phalanx. Push into them. You got pikes, you can take them. You're fresh, they're fresh. You have more now. 3, 2, 1, it's over. Alright. So that was definitely not particularly clean, but only 700 casualties. We did lose a general, but I suppose worse things have happened. Sad music. Oh, General died. Oh, it was actually my king, too. That's such a joke. God damn it. Whatever. That actually does kind of suck. I would love to loot this, but since it's the last settlement in the province... You know what? I don't really want any of those buildings. I wouldn't mind keeping the population high, though, so I'm just going to occupy it. I should probably have been more careful with my king, but that's alright. I'd like to pick someone who's kind of young, but I don't know who is. At least I know this guy's from my party.
Ready for battle.
So we'll go with him. Yeah, that was quite foolish of me. Oh, it just instantly made him come of age. That's nice. Alright, well... I've actually never seen this option. That would be funny, set him up as a general and then just immediately take time off. Alright, well, we'll set that up later. For now, we're going to end the episode. Hope you guys are enjoying, and we will see you in the next one.